Let's touch base with our guest on the show then. We have Mr. Vinay Paharia, CIO Equity at Union AMC. Vinay, thank you so much for taking time out. Your sense on, the triggers that the market's betting on right now. There's earnings recovery on the charts for many sectors and many companies. There's good commentary coming in from market veterans and even from industry veterans like Deepak Parekh, Anand Mahindra. There's the RBI governor as well giving in some visibility on how things are likely to play out. What is your sense? What are the triggers that you're closely monitoring?
Yeah, thanks Karunya for inviting me to the show. So the way we look at it is that the markets usually follow the fair value growth over a medium to long-term period with wild fluctuations intermittently. So this is exactly what we are seeing right now. Due to the ongoing challenges in the economy, the markets are pretty volatile and responding to that. However, the longer-term trajectory or even the medium-term trajectory remains strongly upward. And I think the catalysts clearly are being visible in the form of things which you highlighted, which is economic recovery, support from not only our central bank, but also meaningful quantitative easing by global central banks, favorable commodity prices, lowered corporate taxation, and reasonable valuations. I think all of this is a reasonably good cocktail for markets to keep delivering reasonable returns.
We've been talking about IT at large this week, and given the way things have panned out for TCS, the very strong commentary, visibility on future growth as well. Now that we have other heavyweights also, which will be delivering their report card next week onward, should we expect a similar trajectory and a similar sort of, views echoing from those big wigs as well?
So the way we look at it is that one of the sectors which has seen a meaningful positive impact of the pandemic is the IT sector. And the impact is now being clearly visible in the commentary from the sector bellwether, which talks about a multi-year improvement in IT spending, which was in the past, it used to be a sort of a discretionary spending. Now it is more like a survival spending in terms of spending for upgradation to cloud, etc. So we think we are fairly positive on the IT sector, and we think that there could be some more positive surprises here as well.
Where else can we see some strong green shoots, being visible? Which other sectors could actually come out of the woods this quarter?
Very difficult to talk about what happens in the near term, Karunya, because as I said, we are more fundamental investors, look at more fundamental data. And what we think is that one or two sectors which are in a sort of a positive trend in terms of fundamentals are A, the healthcare sector, and B, the telecom sectors. So the healthcare sector is also a sector which has benefited out of pandemic, shift in production facilities to India, etc. And the telecom sector is benefiting out of two things. One is consolidation, and the second is premiumization, usage of more broadband, etc., etc.
Okay. All right. But over the long haul, how are you helping your clients navigate the markets? What are the key concerns they have right now, and how are you helping them ease those concerns?
One of the biggest concerns is looking at the ticker tape daily. I think as investors, their job is to keep saving and investing for the long haul. And our job as investment managers is to ensure that investors look at the right thing. So the eye should be on the ball, which is underlying fair value growth over a medium to long term, and not look at what's happening in terms of daily volatility in the market. So our endeavor has been to keep coaching our investors, to keep educating our investors, to keep looking at medium to long term, which is what I'm sure the media, including ET Now, is also doing.
Absolutely, that is correct. But over the long term, Vinay, what are some stocks or rather some sectors, if you could underline for us that you and your organization and your colleagues are betting on in terms of not only recovery but growing stronger from here on?
Sure. So I think the sectors we have already spoken about them. Our biggest overweight sector is the IT sector, followed by healthcare, followed by telecom, and we are underweight sectors like financials, consumer discretionary, and consumer staple sectors for various reasons. So this is how we are positioned as of now.
Okay, Vinay. Great chatting with you then. Thank you so much for taking time out and sharing your views with us in, at large, how you see market shaping up and which are the counters and which are the themes that you will be betting on going forward.